So you can use this to check your review answers. I'll go through it kind of quickly. You can pause if you need to. So the first one, two-step equation. Cover up the variable, do the opposite. So you're going to add or subtract first, multiply or divide second. So I added, and then I'm going to divide. X equals -1. Make sure you use a calculator. Second one, two-step equation. Be careful, don't forget to bring down the -3. And then divide by -3. Third one is not a two-step, but we can turn it into that by bringing the x over. And then it's a two-step equation. Add 10 and divide by -1. Okay, now we have a proportion. We want to cross multiply, put parentheses there. So 5 times x minus 4 equals 4 times x plus 2. Distribute. Don't forget to distribute to the second one. Now we turn it to an equation just like number 3 where it's a three-step. I gotta get the variables on one side. In this case, there's just a 1, so we're only going to have to add 20, and we will be solved. So x equals 28. This one just has a little more simplifying. Before you start, combine your like terms. So I have 3x plus 3 on the left. 8 and -14 is -6. Now it's a three-step equation. Get the variables to the left. Two-step equation. Cover up the variable, subtract 3. And the last step, divide by -3. Number 6 is a proportion. Make sure you make a plan before you start. You can run 20 kilometers in 85 minutes, so I'm going to keep track of that. Kilometers over minutes. So 20 over 85. He wants to know how many minutes it will take him to run 52 kilometers, so that means I know kilometers, and I'm trying to find minutes. So this is a good one to do in your calculator. 52 times 85, it equals divided by 20. You get 221. And that would be minutes. Mr. Kirkton walked 4.5 miles in 35 minutes. How far could he walk in an hour? So we have miles over minutes. So 4.5 over 35. This says 1 hour, so that's actually 60 minutes. Once you have it set up, use your calculator. 4.5 times 60 is 270 divided by 35, 7.71. Number 8, we have a fraction. And the best way to get rid of a fraction, especially when the whole thing is over something, is to multiply both sides by 5. Make sure that you multiply everything times 5. So these 5's cancel out. You get x minus 3 equals 10x minus 15. And so we're going to get the variables on one side. So negative 9x minus 3 equals negative 15. Add 3. Negative 9x equals negative 12, and then divide by negative 9. And you get x equals 12 over 9. I can take a 3 out of each of those. So I take a 3 out of here, I get 4. I take a 3 out of here, I get 3. So 4/3. Put in your calculator, you get 1.3 repeating. The other way to set this up would be to write it as a proportion. Put the 2x minus 3 over 1. Cross multiply, it's sort of a preference, whatever you want to do there. Okay, so this one says simplify, use your calculator. If you push the buttons in parentheses exactly like they are, your calculator will do it for you. But I'm just going to go through, I'm going to do the parentheses first. Now I'm going to do any exponents. -1 times -1 is 1. Now I have to multiply. So I have 4 minus 35, which is -31. Again, use your calculator. Get it right all the time. These last two, we have to combine some like terms first. When I go to solve it, I want to get the variables on one side. And I see I get 5 equals 5. If the variables go away and what you have is true, the answer is infinite solutions. That's a true statement. There's no variables. Simplify first. So I get -4x plus 8, -4x plus 10. When I go to get the variables together, they go away. And so I get 10 equals 8. The variables went away. This is not true. So the answer would be no solution. One extra one I'm going to put on here, that's the other case that sometimes throws people off. If I have 2x minus 8 equals -8, and I go to solve it, get 2x equals 0. That the variable did not go away. There's still an answer. It's 0. It's also what I'm getting you for Christmas. This is your gift. Goodbye.